Look at this. Just look at this and just, breathe it in. And this is it. This is it.
Probe away.
Okay, people, we're gonna react to the new City Skylines 2 trailer gameplay reveal. Finally, let's just get straight into it. And we're gonna pause if we see anything interesting, okay? Just a warning. Let's do this. Alright, number one, all footage captured in-game. That's what we want to see. Like, this is proper gameplay. Oh man, I'm excited, okay? I'm excited. Okay, wow. Okay, let's just pause and look at this. Just take a good look at this. This is a close-up of an intersection. Now, the shadows, the lighting, everything looks good. Everything looks good, but not too good. You get me? Because this is a game that's gonna be on all kinds of platforms. It's gonna be on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox. Is it on Xbox? I don't know. So the graphic has to be optimized. It has to be the sweet spot between, stunning and functional, right? And I like how the vehicles are not too detailed, because there's gonna be millions of vehicles going around your city. So, but yet it looks realistic, right? It looks like a real vehicles. So that's good. The game needs to be balanced in terms of graphics. And what else can I speak about here? The detailing on the roads look good. This is new gen City Skylines 2 where, they have newer roads with the newer DLC. So they're gonna incorporate that into the new game. Another thing that I like, which is a detail is, what I don't like about City Skylines 1 is the dirts. The dirt. If you notice the dirts beside the road, right? It looks kind of, I don't know, it looks ugly. But as you can see here, transition from road to grass, no dirt. It's just road and grass, and that looks realistic to me. Like, right off the bat, I like that. Okay. That's one of my main gripes about City Skylines 1 is the dirt. I always change that immediately when I do my modded cities, but it seems like they took care of that, and I love that. Okay, let's continue. Let's pause for a moment, see what we can digest, what we can, scrutinize here. The trees kind of look okay for vanilla. The skies also look kind of just okay-ish, but I understand. I mean, this game is not going to be super graphical because it's a simulation, right? You're going to build a big-ass city, and everybody has all kinds of PC, all kinds of specs. So it has to, the hedges don't look too bright. You can see the hedges on the left side. You can see some hedges. They look like the hedges on the new, they look like the custom asset hedges, not those bright vanilla hedges. I like that. There's a lot of mini cars, small cars, and I'm afraid it looks like the motorcycles are gonna be easy riders. I guess those are gonna be the new hot dog vans, right? Easy riders. I don't like this white satellite. If you look to your left, the white satellite is a bit too glaring. Other than that, this looks good, And I know that in my last video, I complained about the screenshots being too American, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I still feel that way, but I'll talk about it in the end, how I was maybe, it was an overreaction kind of to say that. What else can I say about this? The water looks okay. I'm not a graphic expert, okay? If you guys are graphic experts, please drop your comments. I see a gas station. I see a lot of foliage, so that's good. That means the game is optimized to have a lot of trees. That's good. I don't like those on the roofs, like those white satellites, those white. Looks a bit glaring. Maybe that's realistic anyway. So I need to get out more and take, look at drone shots. Otherwise, I don't see anything else I should point out here. It looks okay, this part of the game. Let's pause. All right. Let's pause here because they kind of go closer over here. See what we can. The vehicles, I think the vehicles look good. There's a variety of buildings, larger buildings, smaller, more, buildings that kind of stick together. I like that. There's a weird angle here that they don't seem to fill, but that's realistic. In real life, you'll find weird angles that you can't fill, through town planning and stuff. Hedges look good. Vehicles look good. What else can we say? You see the roads look good. The way the roads intersect with the rail looks good. That's new gen cities, I guess. Like the newer cities DLCs. So they kind of continue from that. There's not a lot of billboards. I guess this is not a commercial part of town. The roof detailing looks okay. I like it. What else? That's all. Okay, look at this. Let's pause. I like the road detailing. Again, like I said, there's no dirts on the side of the roads. That looks good. This just looks like a really balanced sort of like modded City Skylines 1, right? Not too graphical, just nice. It's just nice. And of course, the road detailing looks good. I think it looks okay. I hope there's some customization on that, or otherwise we're gonna need to mod that part. Still, I see buildings being, close to each other, which I like. Not a lot of billboards still. There's a weird angle on the roundabout. Doesn't seem to be a building that can accommodate that angle. That's fine. The trees don't look too good, okay? We're gonna reserve judgment on the trees until we play the game, because you could probably change the trees. I don't know if they're gonna incorporate the Mr. Maison trees on the new City Skylines. We'll see. The trains, you know what? The first thing I'm gonna point out is the zebra crossings. Zebra crossings are straight. I like that. That's one of my main gripes about City Skylines 1. The bendy zebra crossings, super annoying, right? But yeah, City Skylines 2 is gonna look good. Like already, I know that my vanilla city is gonna look good because the zebra crossings are straight. And again, the vehicles are realistic. The buildings, they have like minor detailings, and I like that they don't have anything striking. From what I can see here, I don't like when a building would have like a bright hedge or like a bright foliage that just, kind of like spoils the whole detailing aspect of a building. But it looks nice here, like the detailing around, and you have like large buildings, and that's kind of like a new gen City Skylines thing where the scaling is better as they explore. They kind of mend the scaling with the new DLCs, right? The trees still don't look that nice. It looks kind of ugly, if I'm being honest. But maybe once you play the game, you can, kind of fix that with your choice. I like the backyards. You can see the backyards. Still is American, but we're gonna talk about that. I've changed my perspective on that. And I'll talk about that at the end. But I like the backyard here. The gates, the fences look realistic. And the vanilla fences, I like that. What else can we speak about? The lights look good. And again, not a lot of billboards. I wonder how they're gonna handle that, because if you can put props of billboards by yourself detailing in vanilla, that'll be fine. I don't know how they handle that in PS5s, on the consoles, right? But it is what it is. You know what? The public transport looks good. Like off the bat, like just look at the trains. It just look mad realistic to me. The trams here, it looks realistic, not the bright colored, weird looking trams that we have in Cities 1, right? And the buildings look just enough for me. Alright, so the skies look a bit weird here. I don't like this night sky over here, but we're gonna reserve judgment on that. Okay, so this is sort of like a backlight situation where you're facing the sun. I don't see any sun flares. We have that sun flare mod, sun shaft, right? This is slightly a bit of a sun shaft. Yeah, you don't want too much of that because it's all about playing the game, right? But I like the sun shaft kind of look. I see a bit of that here. This is a beautiful part right here. Okay, so they're gonna, I saw like, I actually watched this trailer before, like one time, and they kind of just gloss over like this whole sort of like 10 seconds of the trailer, 20 seconds. They're gonna go through a lot of gameplay stuff. So we're gonna try to. Okay, number one, I like the layout. Okay, just look at the layout here. You can see that it's not too different from City Skylines 1. I really hate it when people make a new game and just overhaul the layout for no reason. Okay, if you play Football Manager, they used to do that and it pissed me off. They kind of stopped because they probably realize it's annoying, right? Once you get used to a certain type of layout where everything is, you just get used. It's better to maintain the layout. What they've done here is, it seems like they've maintained the layouts, the icons, where everything is in terms of placement. They've just enhanced it for it to look a bit more minimalistic, a bit more modern, contemporary, right? I like that. I really do. It just looks, 2023 kind of, okay? But everything looks like it's pretty much almost the same as City Skylines 1. And you can see here there's brush size, brush strength. That's dope right there. And you can see that you can, sort of like do the terrain almost as if it's modded. Okay, you can, how do you say it? You can adjust the terrain almost as if you're playing it modded. So, however, I'm not sure how that pertains to the money situation when you manage terrain. We're gonna have to play the game, but so far so good in terms of terrain management, in terms of game layout. I like this layout. It looks good. Oh, this is interesting. This looks like you can, look at this. You have, this is we're going into modded, City Skylines modded being, brought over to City Skylines 2 right here. This is, look at this. Can we do this modded? You have like, you can just do a whole road layout. Okay, look at this. Yeah, you can just, I wonder if you can do intersections. Oh, you can do it. I can see that you can do a roundabout here. Just off the bat, just do a roundabout. Do like a roundabout layout. I can see you can do grid layouts just off this, just like that. Right, that's interesting. And you have elevation, of course. I don't know how detailed the elevation is gonna be. And you have all kinds of snapping here. That's brilliant. And yeah, that seems like a new feature where you can just straight up do a grid layout. You don't have to do it manually. That's interesting. And you're not like trapped into the whole four blocks kind of ish, I think. Yeah, just pause for a minute. This looks good right here. This looks good. I like this. This looks like I can just play this game without thinking about enhancing the graphics too much. Look at the roads here. Look at how detailed. Just look right at the center. Look at how detailed that is. Like off the bat, vanilla. Look at how detailed that is. That's dope. And look at the pedestrian path. Nice. And the foliage, how you pronounce it, looks good. If you look right at the center, that looks good. Okay. And I'm just trying to see if I can notice anything else that I can point out here. I'm going to see that the backyards look good. Like you see those buildings, they have backyards, right? That looks good. The detailing on the backyard off the bat. Even if they have like yellow umbrellas and all that, it kind of looks okay. It looks like I can just play this game vanilla without anything graphical annoying me. I'm just digesting this right here. My only thing is just look at the billboards. There's just the same ads over and over again. I don't know if maybe you can customize that when you're playing the game. In terms of scale, you can see some buildings are large, super large, and then the residential buildings are small. Makes sense. You have ports, like industrial ports on the. This looks like a press, press, PRES. I don't know if he still makes City Skyline videos. Looks like one of his cities. right? Like a less detailed version of one of his cities, a big, sprawling kind of city. Yeah, it looks good without being too detailed, because if it's too detailed, it's going to affect performance, right? What else can I point out here? Nah, you know what? The straight zebra crossings, that itself just enhances the game by 1,000%. I'm telling you right now. All right, let's continue. I'm going a bit too deep here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's go through this. They kind of gloss over the whole gameplay, but if you kind of pause, you can kind of figure out certain things, right? I can see there's a theme here. If you look to your left, lower left, there's a European and American theme. So that gives me hope in terms of theme. Maybe there's an option for an Asian theme in the future. There's a paintbrush, so maybe there's color changing involved. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can maybe change the building color. It looks like you can change network color. What does terrain color mean? I'm not sure. And even like on the residential tab here, there's all kinds of buildings, right? Like maybe there's larger buildings, there's like terraces, there's bungalows, I'm assuming. And I think the gridding system is going to be a bit more, not too, how do I say this? It's going to be a bit more of a variety. It's not just it's not going to be too limited to like 4x4s or some stuff like that, I think. Okay, let's continue. Wait. That's like a split second right there, but there's so much to see. Okay, so purple buildings, I'm assuming, are offices, and you can see these are large, super large, like tall buildings. So I don't know if you can build tall buildings off the bat, or you can kind of like, zone it out. I'm gonna be honest here, I've been playing modded for such a long time that I forgot how the game works. And you can see you can change the building color. I don't know, maybe there's like office buildings, office signature buildings, and there's even like an office suitability sort of like lever. So I guess it will indicate that the placement is suitable for building an office, I think. And you can see that, okay, you can see like on the top part there that there's a place that's zoned for about, 10 tiles by 5. So I'm not sure if that means that there's going to be a building that size. That remains to be seen. Now that would be cool to have a building that can fill out that whole sort of like grid. I don't think they show that in the trailer, right? Nah, not yet. Okay, so now they're sort of like building intersections, and you can see on the right hand side here it says overlapping items. So I'm not sure what that means, but maybe when you overlap there's a charge for it. But the way that they're building this intersection is like, I think it's gonna be a bit more detailed than Cities Skylines 1 in terms of angles, in terms of an indicator to show the angle, so you can build nicely proportioned, nicely curved intersections like off the bat. And there's a parallel mode I can see here on your left bottom side. Yeah, there's a parallel mode. They're gonna show that later, I think. And you can see here on the bottom center, there's a parking. So there might be a parking road, highways. There's like bridges off the bat. You have all kinds of bridges. Yeah, 5-lane roads and stuff like that. And you even have, as you can see here, highway barriers that look really good. You have train tracks that look really good, and the sort of like you have a curved road, and it seems like the gridding system on the curved roads, they kind of follow the road a little bit, right? I mean the zoning system, you can see it on the left side here. What else can I say about this? I really like the barrier, the highway barrier. It looks mad realistic. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that anymore when I'm playing. Like, I don't need to manually put the barrier. And it kind of like the transition between the road and the grass looks better in the new City Skylines. It seems like that's a main gripe with me in City Skylines 1. And it seems like they noticed that I mean, they also probably have a problem with the transition between the roads and the grass, right? Now it looks good. It looks clean. You make it happen. Oh, wait. Let's pause it. Sun shafts. Oh, there's a parallel road. So there's a bit of a sun shaft here. There's sun shafts. Confirmation that there's sun shafts. Nice. Okay. The lighting on this game looks good, so it seems like graphically I probably won't need to mod it that much. Parallel roads, okay. I don't even use this mod in City Skylines 1, and they're gonna add it to the City Skylines 2. I like that. That makes everything much easier, and everything is gonna look just, more symmetrical. Okay, what else can we see here? What else can we see? I think that's about it. The water doesn't look too good here. Like this, the water bubbles. But it's fine. It's fine. Whoa. Okay. We need to pause that. You see the lighting, the sun shafts kind of look good here, because you're kind of facing the sun a little bit. So yeah, this looks nice. I just don't think the water looks that good, but it's gonna depend on your system, I guess. Yeah, and you can see here these gray colored grids. I wonder what that is on your right hand side. Okay, let's pause it for a moment. Now look at this. Okay, so this looks like a university, and you can upgrade it with, I don't know, like I didn't even play the university DLC, but it looks like you can upgrade. Whoa, I like this. Okay, it looks like you can extend a ready put building here. You have the main building, and you can extend it with another upgrade and just extend it instead of adding another building, and it will automatically do sort of like what do you call these things, where an overhead bridge. I really like overhead bridges, I really like overhead bridges. And the parking lot looks okay. It looks good. It looks kind of good. And the detailing with the hedges here, with the parks, it looks great. Overhead buildings. We're going to have overhead buildings with upgrades. When you upgrade, when you extend the building, we're going to have overhead bridges. Oh man, I love overhead bridges. I'm telling you right now. Okay, I'm going too deep here, but yeah, I'm just excited because this is the first time they're revealing the gameplay. All right, so let's see here. All right, you can see this gray zoning. I wonder is it empty or is it industry? I'm not too sure. This is a nicely made city with like curved roads. I like it. And the highway, you can see on your right hand side, there's a highway, and there's like the way they detail the overhead highway here with the, how do you say it, the concrete walls. I like that, because otherwise you'd have to detail that on your own, but they have that now, and that looks mad realistic. Okay, on your right hand side you can see the concrete walls under the highway, right? I don't think they had that in City Skylines 1. That looks mad realistic. That looks good. Okay, pause. There's a lot of things to digest here. I might even be missing out on a lot. I'm pretty sure somebody is doing a 1 hour deep dive as we speak. So yeah, look at how they connect the depot, the roads to the depot. That looks really good. Like, that's not like let's see this again. Yeah, that looks like it's part of the game where you can connect the roads to the depot, and you can see the different scale in buildings. This looks a bit more, I don't know, New York or like Europe. You can see the scale here. Like, there's a large, this is new gen City Skylines 1, where they have the newer DLCs where they have super giant buildings, so you can get a sense of scale between houses and like a depot or like an industrial building. Yeah, so you can see the sense of scale. This building is massive, and it has all kinds of roads leading up. I think this is a tram depot, right? I like this. This looks more like, you know, like the tram depot in City Skylines. One is super small, and you're wondering how they're gonna fit all the trams in there. This one looks massive. It looks kind of realistic. I've never seen a tram depot, you know, in real life, but this looks. I think this looks like. I mean, sense of scale looks good here. And yo, let's pause. It's just half a second of footage, but there's a lot of things to digest. You can see, okay, pause it here. You can see on the left hand side, wow, there's like they mapped out your tram line, so you can see the stops, you can see where the stops are. That's dope. You can even, you know, once you have a full-fledged city, you can screenshot this and show your tram line, right? And this tram, you know, I wouldn't color this tram. It's too bright red, but you can customize that. Again, the backyards look good. The detailing on the backyard, so you don't have, when you play vanilla, you don't have to worry about that. This roundabout looks good, okay? The only thing I wish they had was like railings, you know, those kind of like railings. Oh man, I forgot the name. Let's just ignore that for now. Yo, just a half second, but there's a lot to digest. So you can set the ticket price. It shows the length, the stops. There's a bit of, and there's like, they have schedules for night and day and day. Yeah, so it looks like the public transport system is going to be a bit more detailed. Yeah. And you can see the parking lot on the right hand side, the top right hand side. Looks nice. The hedges look okay. I might have a problem with how separated the hedges are. They're not, you know, but if the hedges are not separated like that, it might also look too unrealistic, I guess. You know what I mean, right? There's lines in between the hedges. Yeah, this looks just nice. It looks detailed without being too detailed. Too detailed means you're gonna have performance issues. Swimming pools. Whoa, let's pause for a minute. Yeah, okay. The road detailing looks good. I've just noticed they have those thick stop lines. Yeah, applause. Bravo for that. Thick stop lines. You can see straight zebra crossings. Oh man, the detailing on the roads look good. And this is the kind of road that has parking lots on the sides, and the parking lot has a slightly blacker gradient to it. What else do I see? Lighting looks good. Shadows look good. Yeah, detailing looks good on the roads. Like, if I'm building a city, I don't need to worry about that. The vehicles look realistic without being too detailed. Bit worried about the easy riders. That might be, like I said, the easy riders are the new hot dog vans, right? Maybe, I don't know. Whoa. Okay, that went by too fast. You can see here, you can see details of your buildings. I think this was in City Skylines anyway, right? I like the detailing. I like the tiles. They look simple, you know. They look realistic. The tiles on the buildings. I like the detailing on the buildings. It's simple, right? So it opens up, like, it's simple without being too simple. So it kind of like you can live with it. Just this looks realistic for a European or I guess an Eastern, I don't know, East Coast sort of like American city. It's good enough, okay? Because this is how Europeans, those cities look like. Not too much detailing. It's not like Asian cities, right? But also it opens up possibility of you know, space for you to detail these buildings yourself. Okay, so it's just the right amount of detail. Too much detail, performance issues, remember. And yeah, we can see a power plant here, a coal power plant. Oh, this power plant, it looks good. And in terms of scaling, it looks like how big. I mean, if you play City Skylines, I don't think we have a DLC for power plants. A coal power plant is the size of a condo, right? It's too small. Now this looks like a proper coal power plant. I mean, a small one, but it's still a small power plant would be giant size. Just compare it to the size of those industrial buildings on the right hand side, right? This looks like a proper power plant. It's massive. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I hope this power plant, one should be enough for a medium-sized city, right? Otherwise, in City Skylines 1, you just keep building these power plants, right? This looks good. This power plant looks good. I don't want to notice anything else because just the power plant by itself looks really good. The detailing on the roof, you know, the whatever these things are called, these round things. Alright, so this is an industrial part of the city. I wonder how they're gonna handle, you know, in City Skylines 1, where the trees go brown in the industrial parts. I wonder if that's still gonna be part. The smoke looks good. There's some pollution right there. Whoa. Okay, let's pause. See if I can get. Oh, this. I think this was. Yeah, we've seen this before, earlier in the trailer. But I think they're showing the detail of your sort of like statistics. There's more detail that you can assess here. This is police, and there's even average crime probability. So yeah, you can even predict crime, and you can change. You know what? This is something's. You can change building color of police buildings, and I'm assuming you change this once, you change all the police buildings. That's interesting to me. I don't know if this building color changes the building in the gameplay or just in the heat map. That remains to be seen. Now, this is sort of like a traffic heat map. I know you guys love these traffic heat maps, right? And they have traffic volume and traffic flow. Nice. Forestry. Okay. This is an American truck right here. I hope I can change that in the game. I don't see any icon to change vehicle types. I'm pretty sure you can change it. Okay, let's look at this. Yeah, this looks like a nicely detailed City Skylines 1 modded game. Like one of those American, you know, those gloomy American cities, right? Those big, gloomy American cities. It looks good. It looks good. On the bottom here, you can see a sort of like a industrial train depot. That looks good. And you can see some stadiums that look mad realistic. I don't know what this building is on the bottom left. It looks like a university or an office building. It looks good. That looks like a unique building that looks really good. And you can see on the bottom left hand side, there's like a English looking, you know, football stadium. Okay. And the city island. Yeah, I like this. And this confirms, you can see it's snowing, so it confirms seasons. I guess that's the end of the trailer. Whoa. Nah. If this is what the game can look like, I'm gonna take a drink. I need to digest this. This is what the game is about to me. You see this here? Okay, so I kind of complain about the game looking a bit too American in sort of like the leaked screenshots. But you know what? It's still true. It does look kind of American or like a big European city, kind of. But you know what? That's the modded Jackrell talking. Like the Jackrell who plays a heavily modded City Skylines. But if I go back to the me that started playing this game, and what I loved about this game, I know that this City Skylines 2 I'm gonna love just playing the F out of this game right here for like, you know, at least a year. Forget about modding, forget about customizing the city. Because what I loved about playing the City Skylines when I first started was just making your own big city and then just experiencing the city. And this last shot kind of encapsulates that. Is that how you say it? And look at the detail on the foliage here. And you know what? I was concerned about railings. I see railings here. This is what I was talking about earlier, these railings. So it's in the game now. Nice. I hope this is gonna be in the game, these railings. foliage, the way that you can just sort of like microscopically go into a part of your city and just experience your city. And yo, look at this. How you can see your city from, I hope they have, first person, like in the modding community, it's called first person drive, I guess, where you can experience your city. Imagine building the city and then, having this is it, man. Like, this is it. Like having, just looking at your city from above on a mountain, first person. God damn. Look at this. Look at this right here. Just building a large, big city and experiencing it. You get me? That's what City Skylines was about to me when I first started playing it. And this last, cinematic just shows you that. And I hope this is what the game is going to look like once you have a full-fledged city, right? This looks perfect. The lighting, how they handle distances, how they handle, mountains in the distance, how they handle the other parts of your city in the distance, how they handle water, ships, stuff like that. Construction on the right hand side here. You can see the unique buildings, statues, and this is a dream come true for me. If I take me back to, the me that started playing City Skylines, not even worried about modding except for first person drive or city drive. And I hope they have that built in game. And this is what I want to do when I first play City Skylines 2. Just build a big city and then experience your city from the view of a human being. So yeah, this looks promising. This last cinematic here. Look at this. Just look at this and just, breathe it in. And this is it. This is it. 4 months away. We're 4 months away from all this. Okay? October 24. Just look at that. Look at this white shot over here. This is it, guys. This is it. We're building a big city and experiencing it. Okay, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm putting my money on this game like instantly. Okay, alright, so I hope you've enjoyed watching that. And please drop your comments. What do you guys think about the gameplay reveal? We can discuss it in the comments, okay? Thanks for watching. Peace.